Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode, this TGIF episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and I am so happy to see you here this morning. And I hope that you are excited. It's Friday, yay! And let me just move this just a little bit. Oh, look, I got a TV set up in the room now, so I should be able to turn us on, and maybe let me mute the volume, and just maybe I can put the comments up and we can do it that way. That would be fun. I didn't think about that until just now. Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you. Let me see. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. It's good to see you. Good morning, Alice. It's good to see you. And I'm glad that you're here. And yeah, I just thought about that. If I have the TV on and I have the chat up, it would be larger words. But it's okay. It's all good. And I don't know. Let me see. There we go. It was just taking its time. So anyway, how is everyone this morning? I have my little heater on in my room. I have it set on 65 because I don't want to get like blown out of the water here. You know, I do like, oh, look at that. That is so fun. Oh, our lights are flashing. I hope that, oh, I haven't signed in. That's why I haven't signed in. So I hope that we're not going to have an outage. You know, the wind is so strong right now, and we're having rain. And so anyway, what's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Mine, it's been rainy. It's supposed to be rainy all weekend. And so yeah, there's that. So anyway. Let's see, let's move this over here. It's easier for me to see if I move it over there. So I've got coffee in my cup, and oh, it feels nice and warm. I'm gonna warm up my hands. I'm not really that cold, but I just had a shower, and so I'm feeling, I don't know, I'm feeling like I need some warmth. Jay says, just started a shawl last night. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. What kind of shawl? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And Alice says it's beautiful in Toronto, and Jay says it's snowing here in New Hampshire. Ooh, you got snow, and it's beautiful in Toronto, so that's good. That's good. I need a little bit of warmth on this eye and on this eye. Pardon me a minute while I do some self-care. Isn't that weird? I used to do that all the time, and like if hubby and I would go out and if we had coffee, then I would do that like in the restaurant, and he was always like, that is so weird. Why do you do that? And then one time he tried it, and he's like, that does feel good. I'm like, yes. Yes, it does. It feels really good. That warmth on your eyeballs. It just feels, yes, New Hampshire. Yeah. And, oh, Alice needs to run a bunch of errands. Ooh, yay. So good weather is very nice. You are correct there. Now, we get to meet halfway between here and North Carolina, the town in North Carolina where the grandchildren live. And so we're going to meet halfway. So I hope it stops raining, because I don't want to travel in the rain. Oh, it's a free pattern called Edlothia. Long triangle shawl with different design sections. Nice. I love that. I love having that element of different design sections, because first of all, you get to practice those design elements. And then second of all, it just gives so much unique, what am I trying to say, like flavor to the shawl that you're making. It's not just a straight, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, having different design elements, just especially if you have different colors or, different sections, even a solid would just really bring out all of those elements of the different ones. Yay! Barbara is live. Yes, she is. Everybody's sleeping. Usually I don't come on quite this early anymore. I used to come on at like 7:30 in the morning, right? Because I had to be at work at 8 and I was working from home. So I would, I would go live at 7:30 and then I would stop it like right before 8, log on, and boom, there I was. But now I don't have a job to go to, so I've been making it a little bit later, and I find that when I make it a little bit later, we have different people that are chatting on the live, and it's interesting because, everybody, wherever you live, you have a certain time that you're getting up, that you're getting ready for work, that you're getting ready for your day. And so, you get different people. It's kind of nice to meet new people too. Jay says, I'm loving the first section so far, and the pattern is well written. From what I can tell, I'm using Yarn Bee Rhapsody for the yarn. Oh, that sounds really pretty. That sounds really pretty. So, I have been crocheting and just trying it out. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know how we're going to like it. It's a little different than this, but I'm making a sample curtain just to try out because I have 2 skeins of this color yarn. And so I thought, well, let me try this one out just to see. So it is a 4-weight yarn, acrylic, and it's in the color Country Blue. But this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the same V-stitch. However, instead of a double crochet, because this is a thicker yarn, I did a treble crochet. And so when it gathers at the window, maybe it'll be pretty. I don't know. It might be too chunky. I'm not sure. Miguel, good morning. Good morning to you. And so anyway, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, it's definitely, you can definitely see I think it's going to be pretty. But I just don't know yet. Until I get it on a window to try it, I'm not going to know if I really like it or not. But I was thinking that, this nice blue would go well in Mom's room. I asked her what color she might want. She didn't know. So I went looking in my stash, and I thought, I had 2 of these. If she doesn't like it, then I can hang it in my room. So you like it? Okay, Alice likes it, Jay likes it. Okay, well, and I think I'm going to do the same. Let me show you the top here. I'm going to do very similar to that, where like right up here, it's a single crochet and half double so that it makes it a little thicker. Hey, Donna, good to see you. And so, thank you, Miguel. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. And also on the bottom, I'm going to go really, really tight on the bottom to give it some weight so that it will pull it a little bit. Because I don't want it to just like float there like, I want it to be stretched a little bit so that the V is opened and, it's just a nice design element. That was the word that I was trying to say earlier when when I was talking about the shawl. I was saying, it's nice to see all the different design elements in a shawl. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you. So that's what I've been working on, and it's easy. It's not as easy. It's not as easy. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, and thank you for the thumbs up. It's not as easy to go fast as it was with the cotton and the smaller hook. Now with this one, I used, where did my hook go? Okay, I used a 8.0 millimeter hook. And so, because I knew I was doing the, I was doing the treble crochet. Oh, you do that too? Nikki, I never knew anybody that did that before, but my husband thought I was really weird until he tried it, and then oh yeah, you get that warmth on your eyeballs and on your sinuses. I used to have sinus infections a lot, and so putting that on like around my sinuses, it just made it feel better, I'm loving my coffee this morning. Loving my coffee. I need my coffee this morning. So yeah, I was I was a little surprised because of it being such an open weave pattern. You really have to hold on to it. You like have to work it over. I mean, I don't know if this one is fast, but you have to like, okay, here, and so you just have to like work over with your fingers. Oh, your cousin in Germany just got the gloves that you sent her. Oh, she's gonna love them. Oh, Miguel, yesterday was your first day to receive Meals on Wheels. How did it go? Let me see. Oh, good. You're trying it out until you get your strength back. That's good. I hope that, no, this is a 4-weight yarn. I hope that they treat you well and that you get good meals, good nutritious meals. This is a 4-weight yarn, but I used a larger hook and I was using the treble crochet on the V's just to open it up, right? So I didn't want it to be really, I didn't want it to be a tight woven. I wanted it to have like a loosey-goosey kind of a feel. And it does. By using the treble crochet and the larger hook, it's not like stiff. It's got that flow to it, which I really like. And that's what you want kind of in curtains, right? You want to be able to, like push them over and do whatever, So let me see. Oh, look outside. Can you see? I should open this up. There we go. Can you see? That's from my veranda out front and the mountains there. And so let's see, how can I move this? There you go. Now you can see. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, and it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I can sit at night and crochet and, watch TV and relax. And so it's good. I like it. I need some more coffee. So what is on your hook? If you haven't already told me, I want to know because I'm nosy that way. Right? The other thing, today I did, the theme is Yinbi. Yinbi, yay, I'm not buying yarn, for the year. And that's what Yinbi stands for. It's an acronym for yay, I'm not buying yarn. And so when I wanted to make these curtains, I went and shopped my stash, right? And so this is, shopping my stash, and I had 2 of these. And did I bring the other one out? Yeah, I didn't bring the other one out. Let me see. Well, I pulled both of them from the shelf, and it is oh, excuse me, it's called Dark Country Blue, and it's I love this yarn. But since I had two of these, I thought, well, surely I can make, since I'm just doing a half curtain, surely I can make one panel with one skein and the second panel with the second skein. So that's why I just tried to find the two. So I shopped my stash. I'm not buying yarn. I'm not buying special yarn for anything. We're going to use what we have. And yeah, so it's good. It's good. And I think that these are going to turn out, well, I mean, I don't know, right? Who knows? So that's my story. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Hi, Patty. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Donna says, I'm using cross-stitch thread to make friendship bracelets for my granddaughter and her best friend. That's nice. That's nice. That cross-stitch thread is really nice. That DMC thread. Yeah, that's really nice. And then if you use a small enough hook, that's going to be really pretty. Mm. Design elements. Yes. Design elements. So, yeah. And, I think it would be really neat. I don't know. I'm going to make one for the kitchen window. Now, you know what's going on in our house? Our French door, which is it's in the kitchen, our kitchen door, it's all glass. And in the evening at dinner time, that sun is setting right there and it's shining right in that window. And so anyone that's on the side facing the door, they're like blinded, right? And so I don't know what the answer is, but I really like having nothing on that door, but wow, it's hard on the eyes. So you want to make the emotional support chickens? You want to crochet them, or you want to make your chickens emotional support chickens? You have bifocals? That's good, Donna, because when you're working on something that small, yeah, you need help to see that, or else just really long arms. At least for me, it's funny because like as I got older, my hands had to go further and further and further and further away. I don't know why. I guess it's just something that happens, huh? As you get older. Yes. Yes. That is fun. Oh, you want to crochet them with leftover yarns. Okay. I thought maybe you wanted to like tuck your chicken under your arm and take her everywhere. And if anybody asks, you just say, well, this is Lady Jane. How dare you ask me about this? I mean, I've heard about emotional support chickens. I think that there was a woman who tried to get on a plane with her emotional support chicken. I know. What do I know? When I worked, I used to work at a courthouse, and so when I worked there, it was, of course, it was downtown in the little town that next to where I lived, and there was sidewalks, and there was a lake, and it was just really nice, and people walked everywhere, right? And there was this guy that had a chicken, a hen, and he had a stroller, and he would put the hen in the stroller and push her around town and like pick her up and love on her and all that, and everybody thought how weird that guy was. Well, like, I'm just like one fry short of doing that, I'm sure. I mean, it's not as weird as it used to be, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, whatever makes you happy. Maybe it is that when you get to a certain age and then like your mind just kind of flips or you lose some of your mind. I don't know. And you just think, an emotional support chicken. Oh, yeah, bring it on. I don't know. Good morning, Catherine. I hope that you're having a great day. I'm talking goofy this morning. As soon as we get done here, I get to go get my granddaughters, and I'm so excited. We're going to meet them halfway. And yeah, it's going to be a fun. I'm already tired from this weekend. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Those girls are so precious. And hey, Naomi, you're not late. You're right on time, sister. Come on in. Good morning to you. What's in your cup, Naomi? Do you have coffee yet? I'm sure you do. You probably have been awake for a while, unlike me. My coffee is very, very good. I'm going to try, Miguel. I'm going to try. If nothing else, I don't know. I think we're going to, we're going to try. Definitely. Yeah. I'm going to let them help me find clothing, and we'll just like figure it out, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't have any hay to stuff it with. I'm sure now we have, lots of, maybe we can just go in the field and just cut some. I don't know. Oh, you just opened your eyes. Okay. Well, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, I'm glad you're here. So that's about it. That's all I've been working on. This since I finished my, I showed it to you Wednesday, but it's still sitting here. You're crocheting a bucket hat for a scarecrow. Oh, you're telling me crochet a bucket hat for a scarecrow. You know what? I could do that. I could definitely do that pretty fast, right? Especially if I'm not trying to make it, real head worthy. You know what I mean? But that's interesting. That's interesting. And I wonder, can crows see color? Does it matter? Do they see color, or is it just the human form that scares them? I don't know. Should I make it dark? Should I make it bright, like a yellow to scare them, or a red? I don't know. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a great morning. What's in your cup, Ashley? Possibilities are endless. I know, Miguel. That's why I love coming on here and chatting with y'all, because you give me ideas. You get my creative mind going. And we just come up with all kinds of ideas. Now, do I do half of them? Probably not. Remember that time back in the day when we wrote a story? Miguel, I think that might be before your time. But somebody made a mistake on a chat, and it just like started a little thing where we just wrote a story. Was it about a honeybee? I don't remember. I think it was. See, it's just like, the creativity just flows and flows and flows. So, that would be really fun. One day I'm going to bring you on and we're going to write a story together. And I'll have my laptop here and I'll type it out and we'll just write a story together, a kid's story. And then I'll record it. I'll record me reading the story and put that out there so that we can look what we made. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe we'll crochet at the same time. Well, you all crochet. I'm going to type. So a crochet story. Yeah. And you know what? It was a yarny tale, because it had something to do with yarn going everywhere or something, or I don't know. But wouldn't that be fun if we just let our creative juices flow? I really believe that the more creative you are, the more you just let yourself relax and not say no to everything right away. Like, it is a habit to just, as soon as like someone says something, your mind goes, no. Well, I think that's an adult thing, right? Because, oh, Patty started it once upon a time. Patty, good start. I think that as adults, we are, did I get more unpacking done? No, but a ghost story clown head disappears, right, Alice? Oh my gosh, one time, it's a true story, Alice was crocheting a clown, and she was crocheting, and the clown body and the head disappeared. And we were like, oh, girl, that's going to show up on your pillow. That clown head rolling around. But no, she found it under her recliner. Simple explanation. Oh, my gosh. Oh, your late mom was a registered nurse but had a degree in creative writing. Oh, Miguel, the end. Yes, the body parts. Oh my goodness, yes. And one of our friends used to put, when she would crochet, like dolls or whatever, she would get a big Ziploc bag and she would put all the body parts in there before she was, before she got to the point where she was going to sew them together. And so she was like, body part bag. I know, Alice, it was creepy because it was a clown. I know. That was fun. That was fun. Did I get more unpacking done? I did not get unpacking done, but thanks to my sweet husband who called Harvest Right, my freeze dryer. We got a freeze dryer a couple months ago, and it's so heavy, so we had to get help putting it up on a table. And then it was a little overwhelming to hook it up. When my son was here last time, he hooked it up for me. But the panel light, the main board that is touch screen and everything, it didn't come on. It was completely dark. And so we tested the outlet. The outlet was good. And so it was just a little overwhelming. He didn't have time to fool with it or anything. He looked online to see what it could be, but there was nothing readily available that he could find. So it was a really busy time, and I didn't feel like spending, time on the phone with Harvest Right. And then hubby wasn't home, and I had to get the model number because it said, if you have problems, do the model number. Well, it turns out that, so he talked to somebody and she sent a link to a video on how to check and see if there's, behind the screen, there's 2 screws at the top, and you unscrew those and then pull that out, and then all of the wires are right there for the computer, right? Because there's a computer right there. And the motherboard. And so anyway, there was a ribbon. They call it a ribbon, and it's like a flat ribbon, and it has like 10 or 12 different wires coming from it. That was completely unplugged. Like, it was unplugged on one end, but it was not plugged in at all. It was just out. So it must have fallen out, because before they ship them, they always turn them on and make sure that they're working. So it must have jiggled out, on the ride to Tennessee. And so anyway, I found it. It was easy because, I was worried that it would be something hard to see. But since it was completely out, I was like, oh, we need to plug this in. So I plugged it in, put the motherboard back in, and before we screwed it all down, but we put the motherboard back in and screwed the screws a little bit. and turned it on, and it came on. So it was like, ah. So, do you ever have something that you feel like is going to turn into something so big that you can't even take that first step to see if it's going to be that big or not? And that's kind of where I was. It was like giving me anxiety just thinking about, what if this doesn't work? If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to send this back. This is so heavy. How am I going to send it back? And my mind was just like spinning. And really, thanks to hubby, he kept saying, we need to call. And then he was like, how about I call? I was like, I wish you would. That's really, really good. So it was good. And so that's what we worked on. But we have not unpacked anything. With the girls here this weekend, they might want to come in and help me pack some things because they are really good. They like to work. They're at that age where it's fun, right? So if I give them both one of those bucket things, and tell them, this one shelf, it's my work in progress shelf, and they need to be folded and put in buckets. And they can get folded however, right? So I think I might have them help me do that. We have a couple cooking things that we're going to do. The Paula Deen Not Your Mama's banana pudding. We're going to make that. And so that's going to be fun. They love making banana pudding, but they've never made the Paula Deen recipes. So I'm going to tell them that I got to come up with a name because they're not going to understand Not Your Mama's. They're 3 and 6. And they're just not going to understand that because it really isn't their mama's banana pudding. But it kind of sounds like it's not your mom's banana pudding, So, Miguel says, yesterday it got up to 80 here and Monday is supposed to be 90. Wow. Yeah, I don't miss that. It's February and I'm glad that we have, we still have that. Now in the summer, you're going to see a lot of green back there. A lot of green. Oh man, this coffee is so good. So, projects coming up for this weekend. What is going to be on your hook this weekend? I want to know. I don't know that I'm going to get any crocheting done this weekend because the girls will be here, but that's okay. We're going to plant seeds and we're going to, we're going to plant seeds. We're going to hopefully find something and make a scarecrow with it. We're going to, thank you, Naomi. The sky is kind of a little overcast and it's been raining all night, but it really is pretty. It really is pretty. Wouldn't it be neat if some deer came in the yard while you were here on live with me? That would be so neat. I would love that. Did I tell you about Rosie and the rabbit? Rosie and the rabbit. So let's see. It was Wednesday night. No, I didn't tell you because it was Wednesday night. Okay, Patty's going to continue working on the kitchen curtains, plus might start some spring Easter projects. Nice. So we were sleeping. We were trying to sleep anyway. And, there's the title of the story. Rosie and the Rabbit. I know. I love telling stories. I should record them. And I love making up stories. And my little girls, they'll ask me, can you tell me a story? And they'll give me an idea and then we do it. Naomi's making a dog sweater and shamrock coasters. Alice, you thought the same thing? So Rosie and the Rabbit, once upon a time, everyone in the house was sleeping. The house was dark. And all of a sudden, we were awakened. I don't know, awakened. awakened by the crying of a little dog. Not a little dog, she's 65 pounds. She's a big dog. By a 65-pound dog, and she was crying. Oh, oh, oh. And I thought, I got up, I said to my husband, Rosie's crying. And then I heard like her feet on the floor, and I thought, oh no. I really got worried at first. I thought she's having another seizure. So, because if she's on the floor and then her legs are shaking, then sometimes her claws will make that clicky noise. And the last time she did kind of whimper a little bit, which was really, really hard to see. So I was worried. So I got up and I came out, and she was at the door. And I told you, it's all glass. And she was whimpering, and I flipped on the light, and there was a bunny. It was a big old chunky bunny, and doing the same thing that groundhog did, just going back and forth on the fence line, trying to find a way out. And so anyway, she cried and cried. She wanted to go out there and play with that bunny. I could tell, she probably would have caught the bunny and wanted to play with it, but I don't think she wouldn't attack it to like kill it or anything. However, she might play with it and accidentally like shake it to pieces, right? Like a toy, or throw it up in the air, or, whatever she does, because she loves to play. And she cries like that when she sees anything, like another cat, or, because she loves, she knows animals, and she just wants to be in there, right? Oh, you would have loved to have a bunny on the deck instead of a fox looking in the slider. You had a fox? Wow, how big was that fox? That's kind of cool. I would love to see a fox. Oh my gosh. I've only seen a fox live with my bare eyes twice in my lifetime. And both times it was really cool. One time was in the Smoky Mountains, going over the mountain to Cherokee, and it was a gray fox in the middle of the road, and it was gorgeous. Yeah. So anyway, I told her, I said, Rosie, you cannot play with that bunny. You can't do it. And then my husband came around the corner, and she ran over to him, and she was like, please, please, please. And he's like, can't do it, girl. Can't do it. Can't let you out. So finally that bunny got out, and I counted to like 25, and then I let Rosie out, and so she did not catch that bunny. She didn't chase the bunny either. She got like sidetracked. So anyway, you don't like foxes because of the neighbor's chickens. Yeah, you know what? That's true. I didn't think about that. When I have chickens, I'm not going to like to see a fox either, right? Yeah. So that's not going to be a fun time. Nope. So, yeah. So I think, and my works in progress stash over here is really interesting. There's some things on there that I know I'm not gonna make. I just know it. There was a scarf that I started to make. Actually, it's kind of like it was a scarf. And it was made with this cotton yarn. I don't think I have any of it here where I can grab it real quick. But anyway, I was following the pattern on there, and it was like you make this motif and then you go over and make this motif and over like that. And it was really pretty, but and I got maybe a quarter of the way through, but I have no heart to finish it. I just have no desire to finish it. So I don't know. I might have to scrap it or hold on to it. Maybe I'll have a heart to do it one other time, I don't know. So I'm liking how I have this set up. Let me show you a little bit of what I've done here. So that's my stash of works in progress right there. It's all a mess, right? And then the next row up, you can see I have one box. I call it a box. It's, it's one of those fabric boxes, or it's made with fabric. It's one that can sit in a cubby. And so I have that one, and that one, I can't remember what I have in that. And then right above that, I have the boxes from last year's hobby. It was the Advent. It was the Advent thing. And then I have a couple other kits, and then I also have some Mary Maxim kits there. And then above that, on the top, right at the moment, the only thing I have up there is the chicken carrier. So, and then on the bottom row, I don't know if you can see it because my messy table might be in the way. Okay, there you can see it. Okay, so right here is finished projects. It's a case with finished projects in it. So anyway, yeah. And then here's that. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I did get some more yarn unpacked, but not as much as, I could have. And so the girls can help me do that too. They might like to do that. You just never know, right? You just never know. So anyway, yes, got the TV up, and and got that working. So I was going to put it way up top, but Mom was right. She said, she thought that was a little too high, and I was like, I don't think so. But yeah, I would have been like this looking at the TV, right? And plus, with that being a wire on the top, it would be more likely to wiggle a little bit. And so having it right here on this shelf here is a little bit better because it's more sturdy. And then for my neck, I can just look over. I don't have to, strain my neck looking up. So it's a really good height for where I'm sitting. And so also, depending on whether I keep this table up or not, I'm not sure, because right now it sure is collecting a whole lot of stuff. You know how that happens, right? And so keeping a table up 100% of the time, I just don't know. But this is a lot better than that higher table that I had for sitting, because I can use a regular chair. I don't have to use, a high, like a bar stool type chair, which is good. So anyway, that's what's going on in here. And I'm going to need to set up a section for like Cedarcroft for books and documents and just whatever it is that I need. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, and on Cedarcroft, so we got the freeze dryer up and running, right? But what we have to do first, you have to do what they call a bread run. So you put bread on the trays, and then you run it through, and that bread absorbs any stray oils or smells or anything, in a brand new anything. You know how that is. You buy a coffee maker, they say run it through a couple times before you actually make your coffee, just to make sure you get all that new smell out and blah, 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 all that stuff. So that's what you do. You do a bread run to absorb and filter through all of those smells or whatever might be in there. And then after the bread run, then you can do a run. And so I've got some apples, and so I want to slice up some apples and do that, and I'm not sure what else, but anyway. So I think oh yeah, apples and cucumbers. I have cucumbers to slice for a couple different trays, to try those as, so once it freeze dries, then it's like a little crisp. It's like a little snack. And it's good because it's a cucumber. It's, very low in calorie. It's not, and it's just something to crunch on, right? So I do like a good cucumber. So anyway, I've got a couple things to try, but I am going to film that when our first run. I'm going to film the bread run. And so there will be some new, different elements in the Cedarcroft channel, different than just cooking. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, well, gang, I'm going to let you go. I've got 15 minutes before we're supposed to leave to go get the girls. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you have, a really great weekend. Do something fun for yourself, whether it's crocheting something for you, trying something new, trying a new stitch, or just getting creative and making something poof right out of the top of your head. That's always fun too. And let your creative juices flow this week. And I hope that you have a great weekend. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you on Monday.